Hello friends, I'm Steve Sandford. You're watching Dominion Report. In our continuing series on tariffs and the reasons that the Trump administration has claimed for starting a trade war, today we are talking about lumber. Now later in this video we'll actually be talking a little bit about toilet paper, so watch for that coming up in a little bit. Recently, Donald Trump has claimed that, quote, they have tremendously high tariff. Give you the exact numbers in a little while coming out on lumber. So they sell us lumber. They have a tremendous tariff. They make it impossible for us to sell lumber or dairy products into Canada. But our numbers are a tiny fraction of that, almost non-existent. Canada and the US have a long and storied history around the trade of softwood lumber. The Americans have claimed that the Canadian industry is subsidized by government because the government owns the land that has the trees on it, and stumpage fees are set by the government administratively. In the US, the land is mostly private, and the fees are set by market rates. So this has been a long-standing dispute between the two countries. There has been a cycle of short-term agreements which, after they expire, result in a continuation of the disagreement. The United States has, at times, instituted tariffs on Canadian lumber at rates ranging up to 27%. Dispute tribunals at the World Trade Organization and NAFTA resolution panels were assigned to resolve this issue and have ruled several times in favor of Canada. To date, the United States has not accepted these rulings and have not paid the penalties imposed. When the USMCA, the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, was implemented in 2020, nothing much changed with regard to softwood lumber situation. Between that time and now, the United States has continued to refuse to pay tribunal penalties, impose tariffs of between 3 and 24% on various Canadian lumber products, while at the same time Canadian tariffs on American lumber has been 0. So on this issue, I award Donald Trump a 5-star pants on fire rating. It's fairly clear that he either doesn't understand the issue or he is just outright lying about the issue. And quite frankly, I'm not sure which is worse. Now, I know some of you are waiting to hear this part. A recent article in the Financial Times claims that the anticipated tariffs on Canadian lumber may impact the availability of what's called NBSK. That's Northern Bleached Softwood Kraft. That's a pulp product, and it's a key component in the manufacture of toilet paper. The US has historically imported about 2 million tons of this pulp annually, and some of the big brand manufacturers have been purchasing from the same Canadian suppliers for over 3 decades. I think it's fair to say that nobody wants Americans to run out of toilet paper. Well, perhaps mostly nobody. Stay tuned for continuing discussion about this U.S. administration's claims that they have used in their justification to start the tariff war. And in the meantime, stay calm, stay strong, and elbows out.